All right, we have Ellie in her week 2 recap. Good girl, babe. So just starting off very similar to how we did last week with some toy play. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Yeah, look at you. Playing with the flirt pole again. Good girl. Yeah. What do you have? What do you have? Yeah. Yeah. I know. Did you smell the food? Yeah. Did you smell the food? All right, so when we start with our training, where are you? I'm going to start by warming her up with a few clicks of the clicker. Oh my God, you're wild. So we're going to charge that clicker. This week we didn't have to do it as many times as we did last week. So maybe, good girl, 2 or 3 clicks. And with charging the clicker, right now I am trying to capture more positive behavior, like when she's sitting versus trying to jump up on me. So good girl. So we're capturing that sit while also charging that clicker. Good girl. Ready? Get it. Our get it cookies this week, or our release cookies, we're able to throw them much further than we were last week. Get it. Make sure that we're still throwing them in different directions. Get it. That didn't go very far. Good job, babe. But just to warm her up, charge that release word. Good job. We're going to continue following that food lure. Good job, babe. You're so happy. Good girl. This week with the food lure, we are taking more steps. Good job. Good job, babes. Yeah. What are you doing all the way back there? And still having her follow that food lure and pairing it with her name. Ellie. Good girl, love. Yeah. What is? Get it. Ellie. Good job. Get it. Ellie. Nice. Good girl. All right, with our hand target this week, we're going to start fading having food in our hand to get the target. I'm still going to click and feed her though once that food is out of my hand. So the way that we do that, I'm going to have 2 pieces of food ready in my hand. So we're going to do a hand target with food. Touch. Good girl. Hand target with food. Touch. Good job. Touch. Good job. I did not have any food in my hand for that 3rd hand target, but as soon as I felt that nose hit my hand, I still clicked, and then I reached into my treat pouch to deliver her reward. Come on. Ready? Touch. Good job. The other thing I've been working on this week with the hand target is getting more movement. Touch. Good. So when she starts to drive in for that first hand target, when she's in motion, I'm just going to move my hand back another step. Over here, babes. Touch. Good girl. So really building the motion of that behavior. Good job. All right, that's it for your hand targets. Good water break. Good girl. You ready? You ready? Good job. All right, and then for her sit this week, same thing. We're going to try to start fading the use of food. So my first one, I will use food. Sit. Good girl. Still waiting out those paws. So I'm not going to click until all paws are on the ground. Here, get it. Sit. Okay, so that one was with food as well. Now the way that I'm going to start feeding that food, no food in my hand, but I'm going to make a pinchy finger as if the food is there. Good job, babe. Sit. It's like she already knows. Wait for those paws. Good. Click and then feed her. And make sure you're feeding her in her position. Yes, good girl. Okay, good. That final rep there, I was also coming in with more follow-up cookies to really reward her staying in that sit position. So I clicked and I fed her initial sit, and then I came in with some follow-up cookies for the duration, for her continuing to stay. It's not food, ma'am. They're not food. Thank you. For her continuing to stay in that sit position. And then I used a release word to get her out of her sit. Good job, babe. All right, our new thing that we learned this week was a down. So from a sit position, down. Gotta wait for that butt. That's okay. Starting at nose level and then slowly bringing our hand down to the ground. Kind of helped that her butt was hitting my foot. Down. Good girl. Floor is a little slippery, so she's just slipping around, but down. Good job. Maybe when we practice these at home, we'll do it on a less slippery surface, like a rug, a carpet. That really seemed to help there, having my foot behind her butt to get her full body into that nice down position. Let's see if she could do it without it, though. Down. Good job, pretty girl. Yeah, no food in my hand. So starting at nose level and slowly together, that we're gonna go down to the ground. The moment we're capturing is once that butt is on the ground, and watch for her front elbows. Make sure those front elbows are on the ground as well. She's not hovering off the floor at all. Once she's flush with the ground, that's what we'll click and that's what we'll feed. Good girl, babes. Ellie. All right, another new thing that we introduced this week was some crate games. Hey, ready? Get it. So with the crate, I'm gonna have some food ready. Ready, Ellie? I know, you see the food. You're so excited. Good. We're gonna click and feed for her having 4 paws in. And then I'm gonna come in with some follow-up cookies because she's staying in her kennel. Get it. And then a release cookie. Ellie, you know exactly where the food is. Kennel. Good girl. So clicking and feeding for 4 paws in. Follow-up cookie for staying in her kennel. What a good girl. And then we'll use a release cookie. Get it. Kennel. Good girl. We also practice shutting the door. Good. So as soon as that door is shut and she's calm, I'm clicking and coming in and feeding her. Good. No real duration with that just yet. Okay. Oh, that went super far. Kennel. So I'm not having the door shut for more than 1 or 2 seconds. Good girl. Good job. And as long as she's staying calm, very good girl. That's what we're gonna click and feed. Get it. Good job, babe. Yeah, it was great. All right, moving on to our mat. This week with the mat, we moved on to step 2, but I'll warm her up with step 1 where the mat will be moved. Let me make sure I get it in our camera. Hi, babes. Go to your mat. Good. Also this week, I'm waiting for her to at least offer me a sit before I click and feed her. Good girl. Get it. So I'm going to move it once, and then step 2, the mat is going to stay stationary. Come over here, you're too close. Go to your mat. Good job, pretty girl. So again, we're going to come in with those follow-up cookies for the duration of her staying on her mat. And notice how by me feeding the food directly onto the mat, it encourages her to get into this down position. Get it. Good girl. Go to your mat. Good. So step 2, we're releasing her from the mat. Mat stays where it is with the goal that she will come back to it from different directions. So this release cookie will go a different direction. Get it. Go to your mat. Good girl. Good job, babe. I know. You stay in that nice position. Good girl. Good girl. Get it. Good job. And again, I really like to use the mat. It's a stationary behavior, so when I might have company coming into the house, if I'm cooking in the kitchen, I'll have my dog station on the mat. That way they're not all up in my cooking area. Hi, babes. When you guys are eating dinner, she could be stationed on her mat while you guys are sitting at your kitchen table. Hey, love, that's not a toy. What do I have? Yeah. What do I have? Good girl. All right. So for her harness this week, I'm going to get her dressed. I know. Whoa. Good job. This week with the harness and the gear, we also have our leash attached. So the purpose of the leash, she's just going to drag it as she gets some movement. Get it. Ellie. Good girl. So I might practice a name game, the flying cookie game. Get it. Ellie. Good. So we can see that she's comfortable running around. Get it. Ellie. Over here. And doesn't care that this is behind her, following her. Get it. Ellie. Good girl. Yeah, good job. We also, while the leash is attached, can go back to having her follow a food lure. What's this? Hey, what do I have? Yeah. Wow. Good job, babe. That's a big cookie. Good girl. Almost done. I know. And then the way that we'll take it off, I have food in this hand. I'll give her a cookie for the leash coming off, and then drop my cookies for the harness. Whoa. Trying to trick me, my love. Okay, babes. Okay. Ready? The final bit. All right, and then the last thing will be our handling exercises. This week, hey, ignore that for now. We continued working on our different handling of her body. I know, you're so excited. It's a brush. You've been working with it all week. Ooh, good girl. So with our handling this week, we're gonna start building duration. So when I am doing that initial restraint under her belly, yes, I am counting in my head to 3. And we'll do the same thing with her tail, her ears. Yes. Girl. Take a bite. Good job, babe. With the ears, I am adding some massage of the outer ear. Yes. To kind of mimic like what we would do if we're going to clean our ears. Yes. Good girl. What do you think it is? Is it good? Yeah. Yes. Good. And then with her mouth, same thing as last week. I'm getting that lip up, and then I might move my finger, yes, around on her gums to help mimic like brushing her teeth. I know, why are you so into the brush today? What is it about this? With our brush, we introduced our grooming tools this week. So with the flat side of the brush, not the bristle. Good. I'm just going to swipe it down her back. I also want to swipe it on her chest. Good. Take a piece. Good job, babe. And then I also am going to come up near her face because she's going to need brushing. Good job. Around her ears, around her eyes. And then we introduced, forget about it, it's gone. Come here. We introduced the nail trimmers. And very simple, just like the brush, we're just gonna bring it to the paw. Good. Yeah, good girl. Good job. Good job. I stole a piece, so I need one more. Yeah. And we'll do that with all 4 paws. Good job, babe. All right, and that's it for Ellie's week 2 recap.